Welcome to the channel, guys. This is one of the GATE previous year question, and today's topic is on discrete mathematics. The problem here is from the topic propositions and predicate logic. Okay, so the question says which of the following predicate formula is not logically valid. Okay, note that. So you have been given four formulas in each of the options, and you have to cross check whether left hand side is equal to right hand side or not, and you have to tell whichever option is correct. And fact is given. Note that this one W is a predicate formula without any free occurrence of X, means W doesn't depends on X. Okay, it is independent of X, so it will behave independently of X. Fine. So all this, for all X there exists X, these are not going to affect anything on W. Okay, so let's start one by one and check which of the option is correct. This is again a very easy question. This kind of questions will not require much of your computer science knowledge, or you don't need to get indulged into these topics very much. All you just need is to have some basic syntaxes and how things work. You just need to know those, and simply have to put your logic here in this question, and you can easily solve it. So let's try to solve. Let's take option A first. Okay, what option A says? For all x, and in the bracket p of x union w, I have to prove whether these two are equivalent or not, because there is an equivalent symbol. So now we'll take the left hand side first. For all x, p of x union w is given. Okay. So p of x is a function which is dependent on x. Okay. Now we are telling that the union of these two function, and we'll tell that the x is dependent on, or for all x this thing is true. Okay, for all x this thing is true. Okay, so we'll just try to split this formula. Okay, for all x of p of x union, and w is not dependent on x actually, so w will be w. It has nothing to do with what x is doing. Fine. So now, okay, so this is what we have gone. This was very simple. So option A is correct. This is not the option. We have to tell which of the following predicate formula is not logically valid. This is one of the silly mistakes which actually happens with many students. So to improve all these things, you have to write a lot of tests, you have to practice a lot of questions, then you'll be habituated. Most of the time, we are in the hurry when we try to solve these questions in examinations like GATE. So in the hurry, we will not see this option not, and we'll think that we have to tell the correct answer, and we'll get the A as correct, and we'll not even proceed with these options, and we'll simply tick, and we'll be happy that yeah, I have secured 2 marks, my 2 marks is confirmed. But no, it is wrong, because it is given not. So we have to find which is wrong. A is correct, so अपना ये point ठीक है. Then now we'll see the second option. Okay, what it is telling: there exists x, p of x and w. So it is again same. We can it is telling that there is a function p of x which is dependent on x, and w is there. Okay, so now we have to tell that there exists x. There exists x means at least there is one x, at least one x. It can be all x or at least one x. Okay, which will actually satisfy this whole thing. So w is not even dependent on x, so w doesn't care what he is telling. I mean, w doesn't care of x, so it will be a separate identity. Okay, and this will become, so now x will solely be dependent on x, and the relation between this function will only be drawn. So we can simply write this one. Okay, there exists p of x and w, because when we say that there exists x such that this x satisfies this two at a time, means this whole thing inside this bracket. Okay, so p of x and w, it tells this. Now w is not dependent on x, so it is totally something separate. So now it tells that there exists x such that this whole thing, there is at least one x which will satisfy this whole thing. So p of x and w. but W is not dependent on X. Okay, so it will be a totally different entity. So we can simply say that there exists X such that it satisfies P of X. So simply this will be the answer. Okay, so we have got this only. So B is also the correct one. So we are finding the incorrect one. Okay. Okay. So now we'll come to C. For all X, P of X. Okay. Fine. So this is a if condition. Okay. Like if and only if P of X is correct or true, then W will be true. Fine. So we can write this thing in a different way. For all X, if we have P Q, we can write it as not of P union Q. So this is the equivalent. Okay, these two terms are equivalent actually. Fine. If P is true, this has to be true. Fine. Now if P is false, because this condition is only false, so whatever is the result, so doesn't matter. So this will be true. So means the main thing is that if this is true, this has to be true. Okay, this cannot be false. Fine. So like this way. Similarly, we can write it as not of P of X union W. Fine. So now similarly, like the one we have done, we'll try to split it. For all X, not of P of X. Again, W is not dependent on X, so it will be independent of what it is. So now, fine. Okay. Now, if we just bring this not outside, we also know this thing. Okay, these are some of the terminologies you should know. So it will convert this. Okay, not of there exists X P of X. Means if it comes out actually, if it comes out, so it will actually make this for all there exist. Means you just try to understand the logic why these two are equivalent again. Let me explain you this. It tells that for all X, P of X doesn't exist. Means there is a function P of X, or let's say in this way, that P of X is this territory. Okay, we say that for all X, P of X doesn't exist or is false. Means if these all are X, let's say this is the category which is X, we say that for all X, P of X is not true. Means none of them belong to this community. Okay, fine. Now why these two are similar? Here we say that there exists one X or there exists X, who belongs to X and overall is false. Means it tells that there exists no such X which belongs to X. Means we say that there is not a single X who actually belongs to P of X. So these two are equivalent statements. Okay. So now, so it tells that not of means, see, this much tells that there is one X which, at least one X which belongs to P of X. Not of this tells that there exists no such X which belongs to P of X. Not even one. So not even one belongs to this one. So these two are equivalent. So we can write in this way. Okay. So simply just remember this thing, that whenever you have this kind of statement and you bring this not outside, you will just convert this for all to there exist. Okay. The logic behind this I have explained you. Fine. So now this one again we can write in a different format, right? But how we can write this one, this whole thing? So I have just told you that if P to Q is there, this is equivalent to not of P union Q. This is also in this format, not of P union Q, not of this union this. We can write that this, okay, we can simply write this one as there exists X P of X to W. So finally this boils down to this. But in this question we have been given that for all X P of X, conditional statement W. But we have got there exists here. So it is wrong. Fine. It is wrong. So this is actually the answer for this question. Okay. But let us check the option D also, then it will be more clarified. It tells that there exists x p of x to w. Right? So now similarly we'll write this as not of p of x w. There exists x. So now we'll try to break this one. There exists x not of p of x union. Again w is not dependent on x, so it will be this way. This is there exists. Okay. So we'll try to bring this out, and what will be? If this comes out, similarly I told you, you have to just interchange this symbol, okay? It becomes for all x p of x. Logic I have explained in the earlier one. Similarly this will be, okay, to w. So again, this one we can write in this way, that this not of this union this. So we can write that for all x p of x to w. It is only given here. So this option is also correct. So our answer is, it is told that which is not logically valid. When it will be logically valid, when both the left hand side and right hand side are equal, both are equivalent. This equivalent says that both has to be true or both has to be false. Fine. So by considering this as true, we have tried to solve it. So if this is true, this has to be true. Fine. So this is the answer. Thank you.